Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Seftimor Daily. Happy, what day is it? Tuesday? You'll probably be hearing this on Wednesday since I posted the day after. Today, I wanted to talk about the quote that's here listening on the podcast I will read. Living in fear or judgment is not how I will spend the rest of my life. Realizing that this life is all I get and your life is all you get brings a need to make the best of all possible. Why I wanted to talk about this today was because even though a lot of people hit me up and ask me, hey, you do all this different content and you do all this different, you post on so many different platforms and you post on multiple things a day, there's still a very, very big fear in me of judgment. You might see it when I live stream and a lot of people are there. I might go back into my, go back a little bit and if you see me on the weekend or whatever, when it's late at night and it's just a few people and I'm dancing and yelling and singing and the rest of it. That fear of judgment is still there. It's one of the reasons why, if you follow my content, I post on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. I stream live on Mixer for hours a day. Yet I shy away from Instagram stories. And I never really used Snapchat. And if I did use it, it was like taking photos of things, never putting my face out there. And here's why. People who don't agree with what I'm doing or think that it's just self-centered and not is just, I think highly of myself, which if you know me, I do this for me. I did a Seftimor Daily on that. But I see how people in my real life judge others who are putting themselves out there. But the big thing is, I see myself following suit because that's the conversation. That's how the conversation goes. And if I don't, people will feel like I'm being a pompous ass, I guess. And that scares me. That's why I shy away from Instagram stories and things of the sort. But I want to push past that. Here's the problem with that, is that I am reinforcing negative behavior. What does that mean? Anytime I'm afraid of something because of being judged, that is reinforcing a negative behavior in my head that will continue until I could push past that fear. When I'm vlogging last year I was all about it and people opened up. It was funny because at first everybody said, "What the fuck are you doing around with a camera?" And I said, "Just trust me, guys. I will never embarrass you. I edit the video, so I will get rid of any bad evidence, and I will never embarrass you. If I look at it and I feel, and I wouldn't put myself in that, then I will edit it out." And there were multiple times when I sent videos to people and said, "Please watch this and let me know how you feel about it." Because I didn't want anybody embarrassed, because they were allowing me to film whatever event was happening in our family or whatever event we were at. This year I got a little out of it because after a year of doing it and kind of taking a little bit of the winter off, I got right back into being scared around my family that was into it at the end of last year. That I was scared of walking around with a camera and, oh, I'm doing the vlog, I'm doing this, just for the fact of being judged. But I'm going to push past that. I'm going to try to start doing things because I know it's a problem when I think of something in my head and I won't do it because of the fact of a family member or a close friend or someone seeing that. And the truth of the matter is that I'm most happiest in my brand here. I'm most happiest as the Seftimor brand, if you want to call it that. I'm most happiest here because I've gotten so much acceptance and love from people that didn't know me or didn't know how I was back in the day. And, in real life circumstances, everyone has to understand that podcast, video, audio, blog, whatever it is, besides live streaming where, you're more on display, we're not going to put out, I'm not personally going to put out negative content. I'm going to put out positive. And that's even if I'm having the worst day and I was a terrible person that day. I'm either not going to put something out or I'm going to put out the best, something positive out there, because the more you reinforce it, the more it changes you. The more you sit there and you look at something like someone was mean to you that, oh, they had a bad day, I'm not in control of it, not a big deal. Instead of, that motherfucker, and cursing and getting all worked up, which I do. But I want to start pushing past these fears to start reinforcing more positive in my life, to start reinforcing those positive behaviors and not worrying about judgment. Because here's the thing. We're all, if you're listening to this and you're a streamer, you're listening to this and you're a content creator, we're all trying to make it in this space, right? What I think about all the time is, what happens if you do? What happens if we do make it? The greatest and nicest people in the world have haters. Am I going to be able to deal with that if I can't deal with mean people that I already know? Am I going to be able to handle that? And I think a lot of people think of the success and don't think of the mentality, the mindset that you're going to need to have. Haters make you greater, right? But they're going to be there. I mean, you can't be a success in any form of what we are doing and not have that. So in order to start now, if that ever happens for me or for you guys listening or watching, we got to get past fear of judgment. Because if tomorrow you wake up and your video went viral or your content went viral, you're probably looking at, 50-50 or 75-25 of 75 positive, 25 negative. And you're going to have to learn how to deal with that, if either not engaging with it or not letting it get to you. So let me finish by saying, try the things that scare you. For me, it's Instagram stories, because my Instagram is not just my brand. My Instagram is my friends and family as well. And I think if they see me talking like this, they're going to be like, oh, look at Mr. Holier Than Thou over there, But you people know me. You guys know me. And you know that I'm always a force in the positive. Even where maybe my closest friends or family, I can't be the super positive person that I want to be all the time. I mean, I am. I'm not like, but I'm just, like I said, fear of judgment, like that I'm holier than thou. So at the end of the day, I'm going to try to be making more Instagram stories to push past that fear. And I encourage all you to pick something that you might be fearful of and go forth with it, and then try to do things, because there's going to be a lot of things in this content creation game that we fear, and we're going to have to push past it and reinforce positive behavior over negative behavior. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. As always, I live stream on mixer.com/Seftimor. I have a blog, seftimorlive.com. YouTube is the same at Seftimor Live. Facebook is fb.gg/Seftimor. And am I missing anything? Oh, and the podcast, anchor.fm/Seftimor for the audio version. Thank you, everyone. I hope this helped you. This was a little bit more of a personal post, but I hope that it resonated with you. And if it did, please share it, like, subscribe, all that great stuff, because it's free and it helps out me and the podcast. Take care, everybody. Have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.